Well, first, I'd like to thank our crowd. We had a great crowd here on opening night. All you need to do is look around America and you see that, the opening game, especially on a weekday, isn't always filled. I thought we had a tremendous crowd. Student section was awesome, the Zona Zoo, and I'd like to thank them for showing up and being as active as they were. It was exciting to return to McHale. And, our players feed off of that. This is a magical arena, and I think all of us feel a great sense of pride to perform well and to play with great effort because of the crowd and the tradition that we have here. So that's number one. We had a good team effort tonight. There's always things you can improve, but playing your opening game with only 7 turnovers is one of the big highlights. I thought Zeke Nagi was outstanding, and he played tonight like he plays all the time. You missed him against Chico State when he was injured, but you see how explosive he is and strong. And as much as we love him on offense, defensively he really gives us length, quickness, and size, and makes us a much deeper team. So I thought he was really good. There's a lot of other players that were good. In Nico's case, to have 1 turnover and 4 assists in his first college game, I thought that was a really big thing for him. And like not just Zeke, but all those guys that are here for the first time, they'll continue to settle in and get more comfortable. And that's what you worry about here early on. We have so many new faces and new roles that no matter how we play, we're still very much a work in progress. But to have 7 turnovers, and I thought we played together with a lot of effort, a lot of contributions from a number of players. It was a good start for our season.
What's the most impressive part about Zeke's game?
Just his physical explosiveness. He reminds me a lot of Derek Williams because he's also very agile. He's not a big, strong guy that can't move. He's a big, strong guy that can really move. And, the sky's the limit for Zeke. I think if you talk to our players, and he's one of our team's hardest workers, and he's really gotten a lot better over the last year and a half. Go back to his junior year in high school and where he is today. He has a very, very bright future. I'm certainly glad we have him.
Still, how raw is he? Still, because he's just a freshman and he's got a lot to learn.
He does. All of our freshmen do. I was excited about Christian Coloco. He led our team in rebounding tonight. He played 12 minutes. Had a great catch. Not a lot of 7-footers can run the court, catch it like he did, reverse pivot, shoot the shot like he did. I think it was a backwards, shot around the rim. He's agile, he's quick, and, right now his time will come, certainly, but I was excited about watching what he did tonight. And when we played him in the first half against Chico State, he did a nice job. All of our new guys, Stone Gettings, you could see gives us a different dimension. What you like about Stone is he's different than the rest of our big guys, and he's highly skilled. And our team did a really good job tonight of finding him in transition, and a lot of his three-point shots came off of our transition game, which is always a good sign because, it's hard to find four people on the perimeter. He becomes the 4th, and but he looked very good on offense. And, again, the thing that I love about Stone is that he brings it every day. He works incredibly hard, and after practice, before practice. And unlike some of our guys, he's older, so he also gives us that experience, being a fifth-year senior.
When you first started recruiting Zeke, did you expect that his talent would translate this soon to college?
Yes.
Why? What made it that way?
I think Zeke was one of high school's best players a year ago. He wasn't a McDonald's All-American. I know that there was different reasons for that, and voting, it is what it is. Sometimes a guy gets a nod. It's hard to pick the right guys, but he's definitely one of the best freshmen in college basketball. And we have a couple of them, but he's one of them for sure. And, in our scrimmage against St. Mary's, one of the things that really stood out is they fouled him 10 times in the game. St. Mary's, as you could tell watching them, they're experienced, they're well coached, they're disciplined. But just kind of watching him in that scrimmage, it really, I think, really set the tone for how we're thinking about, the importance of him on our team.
You took Long three, he missed it. Did you like him shooting that three?
He's a capable three-point shooter. You know, I think if he's wide open, time and score, there's no reason why he shouldn't take it. And but he's certainly shown that at times that he can do that.
Did you have any limit time-wise for him? Or?
No, we wanted to be smart once we got mid-second half, but he's really 100%. You know, Justin Kukoski and our doctors and Zeke, I mean, they did a really good job. I mean, not playing him in the exhibition game and the rehab that he's done, you know, he's been able to practice 3 times before this game, so he's full go.
As far as the way, well, it's the way both of those guys were well regarded, but maybe not like that 5-star guy. And then they came in and really took off. And
He reminds me of Derek Williams in a lot of ways. You know, maybe somewhat unheralded before he got here, but his style and explosiveness is very similar to Derek.
How would you describe the way the defense played tonight, and what was the key to shutting down the Lumberjacks, in your opinion?
Well, we made a big emphasis on defending the three-point shot. It's something we did not do well against Chico State. And when you watch 10 of them go in like it happened to us, I think it got everybody's attention. And tonight, even the 6 that they made, I'd say 2 of them were just really late in the clock, challenged, tough desperation shot that happened to go in. But we were much more ready, responsible, and did a better job overall. You know, you could see it. We're a deep team. I hope we can stay deep by having a good stretch of health. But we have a lot of guys that can contribute, and, you know, it's up to us to really continue to build that.
Has Zeke's emergence helped Chase's future, whatever you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, all of our bigs, you know, they can be themselves. You know, somebody like Chase doesn't have to do it day in, day out, game in, game out. A year ago, many times he would have been our only big, our only, you know, low post scorer. And, you know, Ira emerged as the year went on. But, you know, just having the luxury of Stone, Zeke, and then those 2 guys returning a year older, better, prepared, you know, having gone through more game experience. And then I think you mix Christian in. You know, we have the luxury at this moment of having depth inside. But we just have to keep developing them, and those guys have to keep working. But I think we have a front court that, you know, against a lot of different styles can be successful, not just one style.
What were your thoughts tonight on a guy like Max Hazard, who had obviously a coming out party in the NCAA tournament last year? His debut for you guys tonight.
We had 5 assists and 1 turnover, which is great. He's learning our defense. You know, I think the more that he plays, the more that he watches film. You know, obviously we're 20-plus practices in, but, you know, as we get into this month of November, he'll continue to be in the right position. But the one special skill that Max has is he could change the game from 3. I mean, he can really, really shoot it. And, you know, we've had some teams in the past that really could have used a guy like Max. And but he's come to us at a really good time. And think about Stone Gettings and Max, both guys that are older. They have that skill level of being able to shoot the ball, which can help us in a lot of ways. And I'd say the same thing about Jamal Baker. You know, Jamal's the one guy who is not completely himself at this moment. We're being very careful. He's practiced about, I guess, 60% of our practices. And just in terms of not playing him too many minutes, you know, he had an injury to his hip area about 4.5 weeks ago. And I think if we can get him to like that 6-week mark, you know, I think he'll really return to form 100%. So he's not practicing all the time, and it's hard to be successful when you do that. But he's done a good job. I don't think he's had a turnover in either of the games that we've played, and he's another guy that can shoot the ball.
Anything else?